10 proven strategies to improve your communication skills. According to a survey done by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, communication skill tops the list of the most important quality sought in job candidates. It is one of the fundamental skills needed to succeed in a workplace. Unfortunately, with the rise of social media networking, effective communication is fast becoming a challenge. Effective communication can help to foster a good working relationship between you and your staff, which can in turn improve morale and efficiency. You see, communication does not only help to facilitate the process of sharing information and knowledge, but it also helps people to develop relationships with others. This means that poor communication will result in poor relationships, both in business and in our personal lives. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 proven strategies to improve your communication skills. If you are new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. 1. Understand the fundamental of non-verbal communication. Body language. Body language is as important as the words you speak. It communicates to others how you are feeling emotionally at that point in time. For instance, if you lack confidence, your body language will transmit the information to others faster than your words. According to an ACM publication, it was discovered that non-verbal communication accounted for 55% of how an audience perceived a presenter, which means that a majority of what you say is communicated via body language than your actual words. The good news, however, is that you can control and influence your body movement. For instance, sitting up straight instead of hunching over or widening your shoulders instead of slouching, maintaining eye contact and the likes are some of the ways you can improve your body language, improve your communication skills. 2. Know your audience. Try and find out where your audience is from, your cultural norms and beliefs, their emotional temperament and the likes. This will help you communicate better because you can relate with them with a familiar tone. Also, you know the kind of stories to tell and the best language style to communicate. 3. Engage your audience in discussion. Regardless of how eloquent you are, all audience has an attention span, which is why you should interact with them in the course of your discussion. Ask questions and encourage your listeners to do same. 4. Say just enough to get your message across. Okay, you have a lot to say because you want to ensure that your point is well noted and understood. But nobody enjoys getting bored by continuous sound of someone else's voice. Before you begin to speak, think about the point you want to make, the reason you are responding to someone, the essence of the conversation. With that in mind, you can approach the conversation from the important point and say just enough to get your message to sink in. 5. Start and end with key points. Reiterate the key points of your discussion at the beginning and the end of your conversation to ensure that your audience understands the takeaways. That way, you are sure that your communication was well understood. 6. Timing is important. Again, no one likes the sound of other people's voice better than theirs, which is why you need to master the art of timing. To be a great communicator, you must be able to determine your audience mood, know when to move on and know when to reiterate a point. You should also learn to respect your audience's time. Don't get so carried away trying to make a point that you end up delaying them more than necessary. 7. Learn to listen. A good speaker is, first of all, a good listener. According to Richard Branson, founder at Virgin Group, you should listen more than you talk. You need to first listen to what others have to say in order to communicate effectively. When you listen, you can provide thoughtful answers or ideas, which shows that you took in your audience's concern seriously. It gives them a sense of importance and they will be happy they had the discussion with you in the first place. So, Instead of formulating your response while the other party is passing across his or her message, listen carefully to them. People want to know that they are being heard. At that moment, the person or people should be the most important to you. Give them your undivided attention. 8th, over-communicate. According to a study known as the Tappers and the Listeners, carried out by a graduate student of Stanford University in 1990, one half of the participants were asked to tap the rhythm of melody of 120 famous songs. The second half of the participants were asked to guess what famous song the tappers were tapping. While the tappers estimated that 50% of the songs tapped will be correctly identified, surprisingly, only 2.5% of the 120 songs were correct. The study shows that it is important to communicate clearly and to over-communicate, especially when sharing new ideas. To communicate clearly, you can include storytelling, hand gestures, and the likes. However, this doesn't mean that you should talk for 3 hours when your audience wants 1 hour. It simply means that you should give more than one perspective of the same thing so people can see it from different sides. 9. Respect your audience. You need to understand that your message is not just about you and what you have to say, but about your audience. You should sincerely care about their needs and their own perspective. Also, you should give them audience when they speak. 10. Ask for honest feedback. One of the advantages of seeking honest feedback is that people will help you discover areas where you can improve, hence helping you become an effective communicator. Whether it is your colleagues, business partners, or friends, seek honest feedback from whichever party is truthful enough to tell you the truth. Understand the fundamentals of nonverbal communication. Know your audience. Engage your audience in the discussion. Say just enough to get your message across. Learn to listen. Start and end with key points. Timing is important. Learn to listen. Over-communicate. Respect your audience and ask for honest feedback. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.